Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking planners. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to be a successful student this year at school. Now some of you may be thinking,
This thing that's boring. Why are we talking about planners? I don't use a planner. Adults don't use a planner.
yeah, they definitely do. I'll show you. This one is mine right here for this year, and I use it every single day. Another problem you may be thinking you have is, well,
I'm saying I don't have any money.
that's okay. I'm going to show you some easy and cheap ways to create a planner, as well as a pencil pouch holder and different things like that. If you don't have the money to go to either Walmart or the dollar store, don't worry about it. You can make them from things lying around your house. So you're going to want to make sure you get a binder that's nice and sturdy. I had a lot of students complain that theirs fell apart, but that's probably because they chucked them across the room. So don't do that, okay? Make sure. When you're opening, make sure you don't pull on the rings, that you use the tabs on the top and bottom to open up the binder. That'll ensure that it lasts longer. And then you'll take a pencil pouch. If you have one, you can get them at the dollar store or Walmart, and you're going to go ahead and put those onto the rings. But here's another option if you aren't able to get to a Walmart or dollar store. So here you go. Okay, so this is just a plain sandwich baggie. You can go ahead and open that up, and you can put your pencils, pens, highlighters, whatever you have into the baggie. And this is just a really great option. I've done this many times, and you just seal it up, and there you go. There's a homemade pencil pouch. So you'll take that pencil pouch and you'll put it on the 3 rings. You can take the tag off if you want, or leave it, I guess. And then you'll go ahead and take these dividers. These are really important to get. You can get one for each class. Again, if you don't have the ability to go to a store, you can use a plain piece of paper and just tape a little tab on it and then write your subject matter. So for these, they have little inserts for each class. And so on this one here, I wrote English, and I just slipped it into the little cover. And since English may be my first period, I'll go ahead and put that one first. You want to put them in the order that you have your classes. So if math is next, you would put math. I'm struggling to get it on the 3rd ring there. And so when you get assigned something, so an English paper would go right there. So English, you would put all your English papers there. Then you would put your math papers on the next slot. So that keeps you organized so that you're not fumbling through your backpack trying to find things. And then last but not least, you would put your planner onto the 3 rings, and that'll keep you nice and organized. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you, just in case you don't have access to a planner that you can buy from the store, like at Walmart or Dollar Tree or something like that. It's actually really cool. You can go to Google and you can type in, let's say if this month is August, you would just put August calendar printable. Okay. And what you'll do is you can go ahead and go to images and just start clicking. Usually this one here that says free printable is pretty good. So you can click on that, click on it again. And if you scroll down, if you click on it, there you go. So this is a free way to get a planner. Once you print it out, you can write on it, and I will show you how to do that as well. Some different things that you can write. But that's a very easy way to get free access, and there's plenty of them. I'm sure there's even ones that are, yeah, with like cute fonts and different things like that. So if you don't want just the standard one, you can look for one that's a little bit more your style. And of course, you can decorate and color it too, which would be really awesome. I'd love to see. Maybe tell me in the comments below if you decided to do that. I'd love to hear about that. All right, guys, so if you do have a planner, it's going to look something like this. You want to make sure you get one that's nice and sturdy. I really like the title on this one. It says, you know, kind is the new cool. I think that's really cool. So you'll open it up and you'll want to put your name, date, and make sure you also put your period, just in case you lose it, we can return it to who it belongs to. So this one's cool. It's got some maps and different things like that, and even a page that says study tips, so that's pretty cool. But we're going to look at the yearly overlay. It gives you a nice picture of the year. here. And I'm sorry, I know it's a little tough to see what I'm going to be writing, but I'll try to describe it the best I can. So let's say you have a best friend and you know their birthday. You might want to write their birthday down so you can send them a nice text or something like that. So that's what I'm doing here, is just writing down a friend's birthday. And maybe every year in like October or November, you know you have a family picnic on the first Saturday of the month. So that's what I'm writing down here, is just a standard date so that I can kind of keep an eye and remember the whole year at once. But then I'll go ahead and open up to a week by week view. So we're going to go to August, and I'm going to show you what your planner should look like each week. Now it's listed by subject. You've got something like math, then language arts below that, and science, history, and then there's a couple blank spots for other periods. So you could write in like art if that's your elective, or PE even. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes PE does give you homework. So write down all your classes. And what I like to do is to write a little star, or draw a little star for each assignment or each thing that I did that day. So let's say in math, I did two things. We read page 22 or something like that. I would write that down, and then I would also write the homework down. So maybe it's questions 1 through 3 is what I'm writing down, and that lets me know that I do have homework for that class. Okay, and then let's say in language arts we read a short story, so I write that down. And then maybe the teacher told me, oh, you have a test on Friday. So that's a good thing to write down as well. It doesn't have to be things that were just that day. So I'm going to put another little star and write down study for test. And even if you don't have homework in some subjects, so right here I'm writing no homework, you should fill that out. You don't want to leave any blank space, because then you might be wondering, did I forget to write something down? So if you write no homework, that lets you know, okay, I don't have to worry about that class tonight. Okay, and you want to fill it in each and every day in each and every box. It's very, very important. Okay, now if there's something you know, like study for test, you know the test is Friday, so you can go to Friday and write that down, that there's a test for grammar. You don't have to wait until Friday to write that down. I like to do that because it helps remind me to study for my test. Okay, so there's a reason that I had you guys take a look at the way I'm doing this. I draw a star for when I have something, but I also cross it out when I'm done. That's such a great feeling to be able to cross something out, and then you know you're done. You can show your parents and they know you've completed the task as well. Okay, and then it doesn't have to be all boring. You can write down fun things too. Over here I'm writing that I have a movie night planned for Saturday, so that gives you something to look forward to in the week and a reason to study, because you don't want to get a bad grade and not be able to go to the movie night. Okay, so if you have highlighters available, I like to use different colors for different things. I highlight pink for fun things, so I'm highlighting the movie night in pink. And then I highlight, and if you don't have a highlighter, you can use a colored pencil as well. That works just as well. So I'm showing you here that you can just lightly color over what you have written. I like to use yellow for things that are very important. So I know that I have to study for that test, so I highlight that, and I'm also going to highlight it on Friday so that I see that it's connected. Okay, so those are just some things that you can do to make yourself more aware of what's coming in the week. Again, you don't have to cross out. You can do check marks like I've just done there. You can put a question mark with a circle to tell yourself, I need to ask the teacher what they meant by that. But again, each and every day you want to fill it out so that it gets completely full. Okay, so anyway, those are some tips and tricks, you guys. I hope you enjoyed them.